So these are the tools that you're going to be needing to do your basic laundry stacked installation. You have your tape measure here, and you have the utility knife for opening up the packaging for the stacking kit. You have your zap strap with your side cutter for securing the drain. You have your drill prepped with the Torx 20 bit for installing the stacking kit. Your level, which you're going to need to ensure that the unit is in place and not going to move. You have your flathead to assist you if the legs on the dryer, once stacked, are not quite aligned. You have your channel locking pliers for doing the water connections, the Miele provided washer legs for leveling the unit and securing them afterwards. And then you have T-brackets to hold the dryer in place once put on the stacking kit with the screws that secure those. And then you have 6 Torx 20 screws with silicone, which secures the stacking kit to the washer. So now that we're at the back of the machine, the first step, you're going to take the Miele provided wrench and remove the shipping struts, which are located at the back of the machine on either side. So you can go ahead and take these, and then you twist them and pull forward to remove them from the housing. And then once they're removed, on this side, you'll be putting in the duct covers so that no dust or anything can get into the back of the machine. Your next step, you're going to attach your water connections to the intakes using the provided pliers. And then you're going to take this drain, and you can either use the gooseneck and put it into the drain and secure it with a zap strap going through here, or you can remove the gooseneck if there's limited space or you don't have anything to secure the gooseneck to. You would feed this down the drain, and then you would secure this around the drain inlet. So now that you've hooked up your utilities, you want to make sure that the washer is level. So you can use your bullet level, place it on the top of the machine, and you'll see which way you need to move the machine to make it level. And you use your wrench on the bottom of the machine and loosen the nut, which will allow the leg to move. And then you can adjust your foot. And then once it's in place, then you can go ahead and counter spin that nut to lock the housing. So now that we've leveled the machine and connected the utilities, the next step is going to be placing your stacking kit on the top of the washer. And you want to make sure that the front is aligned with the housing. So you adjust it like so, and see that the sides are also level to know that it's square. Now that we've done that, you just take out the drawer and making sure that it doesn't move on you. And you now are going to fill the 6 mounting holes with the silicone provided in the stacking kit. So you'll fill it so there's a good blob on each hole. And then once you've done so, you take the screws, making sure to go in straight and not at an angle. And then you wait until it's secured. You don't want to use too much torque because you don't want to bore the hole so the screws are not securing the kit. So now that the stacking kit is secured, you'll want to put the drawer back into place and then remove the fascia panel so you have access when you're installing the T-clips once the dryer has been placed on top. So now we're ready to prep the dryer to be stacked on top of the washer. First thing you'll want to do is, with someone, lay down the dryer on your moving blanket so you have access to the legs, and you'll want to adjust the feet from the housing so you can do 22 millimeters Or alternatively, as a reference, you can actually use the provided wrench by sticking it right here, and now you can adjust the foot until it just lightly touches that wrench and it's between the housing. And that'll be your distance that you need when you verify. It's right there, it's your 22 millimeters. So now that we've adjusted the dryer feet, you're ready to put the dryer on top of the stacking kit. So with your colleague, you'll take the dryer and pick it up, lift it above, putting it into the channel, and now sliding it forward. So you can go ahead and lock it in this groove right here. And you'll want to make sure that at the back, none of the feet are floating, and if you rock the unit, you can actually see down the channel. In this case, they are not, and your gap is even. So you can go ahead and install your T-brackets, which go in the front here. If your foot is not quite aligned, you can take a screwdriver and just tap it until it lines up. So you can take your clip, and then you want to make sure you're not prying up against the powdered housing. You can actually pry it downward like so. And now you can go ahead and take your Torx screw and secure it in place. Once you've done this on both sides, you'll take this kit out, go ahead and put the fascia panel back on, and then you're done.